Have you ever wondered why peace sometimes feels uncomfortable? Why the moment life gets quiet, you start to panic? Why chaos, even when it hurts, somehow feels safe? Let's be real. For many of us, chaos feels like home, not because we love the pain, but because it's what we know. It's the rhythm our nervous system learned to dance to. But what if I told you the comfort you feel in suffering isn't real comfort? It's familiarity. And familiarity isn't healing, it's habit. Today, we're talking about something raw, something most people don't even realize they're living in, the comfort in suffering, and why chaos feels like home. Hey, beautiful soul, welcome back to Way of the Wise Owl. I'm your host, Dagmary Daniels, and today's conversation is one that changed my life because for a long time I didn't realize I was addicted to chaos. I thought I was fighting for peace, but deep down, I didn't even know what peace felt like. When things were calm, I got anxious. When things were healthy, I pulled away. When love felt stable, I found a way to destroy it. And I used to ask myself, why do I keep ending up in the same painful situations? The truth is, I wasn't addicted to pain. I was addicted to what was familiar. Chaos was the soundtrack of my childhood. So as an adult, peace felt foreign, like silence after years of noise. That's why this episode matters. Because until we understand why we're drawn to suffering, we'll keep choosing it, even when we say we want healing. Let's define this. Comfort in suffering is when you feel emotionally at ease inside dysfunction, pain, or drama because it mirrors the environment your nervous system once learned to survive in. It's not logical, it's emotional conditioning. You might not consciously say, I want chaos, but your subconscious says, I know chaos, I understand it, I can survive it. So even when you meet peace, you sabotage it, not because you're broken, but because your mind and body don't yet trust it. Why does this matter? Because you can't heal what you keep normalizing. You can't create peace if your inner child still believes peace equals danger. Here's the truth. You don't need to heal because you're damaged. You need to heal because you've adapted too well to dysfunction. And that's what keeps people stuck. Not a lack of willpower, but a nervous system that's loyal to the familiar. There was a time when chaos was my identity. If everything were calm, I'd start creating problems, picking fights, overthinking, or drowning myself in busyness. I grew up in a world where love meant instability, where survival meant constant alertness, where peace wasn't safe, it was suspicious. So as an adult, I repeated what I knew. I found comfort in toxic relationships. I mistook passion for pain. I equated fighting with caring. One night, I remember this vividly. I was sitting in silence after another emotional storm. I had pushed away someone who genuinely cared for me, and I felt this deep ache in my chest. I looked around my apartment and it hit me. This silence isn't peace, it's emptiness that I never learned how to feel without chaos. That was my breaking point. I realized I didn't fear being hurt, I feared being calm. Because calmness meant I had to face my thoughts, my feelings, my truth. That moment changed everything. I started asking myself tough questions. Why do I keep recreating crisis in my life? Why do I confuse love with intensity? Why do I crave peace but run from it when it arrives? And the answer was simple because chaos felt like home, but home can be rebuilt. And that's what I've been doing ever since, learning to find comfort in peace instead of pain. Pause for emotion. Because healing isn't just about removing toxicity from your life, it's about unlearning the comfort you found inside it. If this resonates with you, if part of you knows you find comfort in suffering, here are 5 steps to start shifting that pattern. Is 1, acknowledge the familiarity. Say it out loud. Chaos feels safe because it's what I know. Awareness is the first step toward freedom. You're not crazy for feeling uneasy in calm spaces. You're conditioned. And what's learned can be unlearned. 2, reprogram the nervous system. Your body must feel safe before your mind can believe it. Try grounding techniques. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds and release the breath slowly for 6 seconds. Place a hand on your heart and whisper, peace is safe for me. Sit in silence for 5 minutes a day, not to do, but to be. At first, silence will feel uncomfortable. That's okay. That's your body detoxing chaos. Chérie, define love and peace. Write down what you once believed love looked like. Was it loud, chaotic, conditional? Now rewrite it. What does healthy love look like? Maybe it's consistent, gentle, quiet. Train your brain to associate calm with love, not boredom. 4, observe your triggers without shame. When things get calm and you feel restless, don't panic. Say to yourself, This is just my old self missing dysfunction. This feeling isn't truth and it's memory. By observing your discomfort without judgment, you begin to rewire your emotional baseline. 5. Create a new sense of home. You get to redefine what home feels like. Home is not chaos. Home is safety, stability, softness. Create it in your daily routine. Light a candle, play soft music, take slow walks, speak kindly to yourself. You're teaching your nervous system that peace doesn't mean danger, it means you're finally safe. When you begin healing your relationship with peace, life may feel strange at first. You'll notice the silence that once scared you starts to feel sacred. You'll crave gentleness instead of adrenaline. You'll start setting boundaries not to punish others but to protect your peace. And one day you'll wake up and realize you haven't felt chaos in a while. Not because life stopped being hard, but because you stopped being addicted to the noise. You'll move more slowly, speak more softly, and love deeper. And that's when you'll know your nervous system has finally learned the language of peace. But remember, there will be days you'll miss the chaos. Healing doesn't erase the past, it re educates the body. So when that restlessness returns, whisper to yourself, I'm not in danger, I'm just learning peace. So if you take one truth from today's episode, let it be this: chaos only felt like home because that's where your wounds lived. You are not broken for feeling comfortable in pain, you're just familiar with it. But you, my love, are allowed to build a new home. A home filled with peace, stability, and calm love. A home where your nervous system finally exhales. Because healing isn't about fixing your past, it's about creating safety in your present. Say this with me: peace is safe for me. I am no longer loyal to my pain. I deserve to feel safe in calmness. Thank you for sharing this space with me today, beautiful soul. If today's episode spoke to your heart, share it with someone who's still learning how to rest after surviving the storm. Remember, chaos might have raised you, but peace is here to heal you. For more tools, journal prompts, and healing guides, visit wayofthewiseowl.com. And don't forget to follow Way of the Wise Owl for more raw, unfiltered truth about healing and self-awareness. Until next time, stay true, stay grounded, and keep walking the way of the wise owl,